Hello and welcome. My name is Rachel from Raw Soul, and today I'm going to be guiding you through an earth yoga flow. So today we're really going to be connecting to the earth below us. So I really encourage you, if you're able, to go outside somewhere in nature where you can really connect to the trees, the earth, water, any of the elements that are surrounding us in the natural world. When you're feeling really overwhelmed or a clouded mind, or really just trying to connect back to yourself, I encourage you to go out into nature, out into the earth, and that will really help kind of strip back all that thoughts patterns, the negative self-talk, the cloudiness that kind of fills up our mind. The earth allows us to strip it all back. So if you're feeling the need to go out in nature, this is a really great flow to help you connect back to yourself, back to your true self. If you feel that you need any props like a block, strap, feel free to grab those. And remember just to listen to your body's wisdom and knowing when to, hold back or go a little bit further, just listening to how it feels in the body. So we're going to be starting at the back of our space in a child's pose. So bring the big toes to touch. You can bring your knees as wide as the mat or wherever it feels comfortable. Placing the hands on top of the thighs first before we come into our child's pose, and you can close down your eyes. Start to connect to your breath. Slowing it down. Creating even breaths here. And then when you feel ready, you can begin to walk your hands forward, melting the heart, the head, the chest, all the way down to the floor. And as you're in this child's pose, start to feel the earth below you, the sense of stability. If you're not in nature, just feeling the ground below you, feeling it holding you. Maybe you feel it on the tops of your feet, your knees, the palms, the elbows, the forehead. Allowing it to hold you here in this moment. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Now after your second breath, let's come to a tabletop position. Stacking the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under hips. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow to wake up the spine. So as you inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through, lift your gaze. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone, chin to chest. Inhale, pull your heart through the gates of your shoulders. Exhale, round and contract. Last time, breathe in, arch your back. Exhale, round and contract. Let's come back to a neutral tabletop position. We're going to come into our first downward dog, so spread the fingers nice and wide, tuck the toes, lift the hips up nice and high. Pedal out the feet here, bending one knee and the other, stretching through the back of the legs. Really gripping into the earth below you, feel it. Feel the sensation of the earth below your fingertips, below your feet. Really plug into the energy below you. Let's come to a stable downward dog. Feeling stillness, feeling stability. 2 deep breaths here. After your second breath, let's step the right foot in between the hands, coming to a low lunge. You can drop the back knee and untuck the back toe. Straight away, arms reach high. Electrify the fingers towards the sky. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. 2 more full breaths here. Last full breath in. And as you breathe out, let's bring the left arm to extend forward. Right arm reaches out back for a twist. Gaze towards your back hand if that feels comfortable, or just to the side. On your next inhalation, right hand comes to the right hip, left arm reaches up and back, side body stretch. One more full breath in. As you breathe out, let's bring that left hand all the way down onto the mat underneath your left shoulder. Right arm peels towards the sky, open here. Either staying here with that left knee dropped, or we can begin to tuck your left back toe, lift your back knee, coming to a twisted lunge. One more full breath in. As you breathe out, bring that right hand to frame the front foot onto the mat. We're going to come up to a lunge here. So as you breathe in, both arms rising up towards the sky. Taking a nice deep bend in your front knee. Breathing here. When you feel ready, let's bring the hands behind the lower back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, open up through the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, let's fold over the front thigh. One more full breath in and out. As you breathe in, let's come to rise all the way up. Begin to straighten that front leg, arms reach high. As you exhale, let's make wings with the hands as we come into a pyramid pose. So option is to keep that back heel lifted, or you can plant it down. I like to plant it down to create more stability. And then we're going to fold over that front thigh. So keeping a nice little bend in that front knee, left hip draws forward. 2 breaths. One more full breath in. And as you breathe out, let's begin to bend into that front knee. And with stability, can you begin to put all the weight onto that right foot, lifting that left foot back? Now you really want to plug into that whole right foot. Find your drishti point, that gaze point. You can flex that back foot or keep it pointed, whatever feels comfortable for you. Arms extend back, trusting the stability of the earth below you. On your next inhalation, we're going to rise up, bringing that left knee up. Oops, if we come out, that's okay. Fingertips draw towards the sky, lifting that left knee. 2 full breaths. Let's take one more full breath in. As you breathe out, let's come into aeroplane pose. So extend that left leg behind you, both arms reach back. When you're ready, with control, let's step all the way back into a warrior 2. Back foot comes in line with the short edge of your mat, opening up the arms wide. These flies are crazy, but we're going to allow them to hover around, being one with the earth. On your next inhalation, reverse warrior, paint the sky, reaching up and back. One more full breath in. As you breathe out, let's set up 4 triangle pose. So assess the hip back, reaching forward as much as you can. Hand comes to shin or block, or the ground, left arm peels towards the sky. On your next inhalation, let's bend deeply into that front knee, coming back to warrior 2. And as you exhale, we're going to come into Skandasana, side lunge. So bending into that back knee, coming all the way down or wherever feels comfortable. If it's just here, that's fine. If it's all the way down, I have really tight ankles, so I can't really go all the way down, but that's where my body is. Take 2 breaths. One more full breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to spin all the way to face the back of our space now. So we're coming to a low lunge. Right hand plants underneath the right shoulder, left arm reaches up, open up. Take one more full breath in. As you breathe out, plant that left hand down. We're going to flow through our chaturanga. So elbows in, come all the way down or halfway. Upward facing dog or cobra, shine your chest forward. Tuck the toes, push the earth away, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedal out the feet. Find a sense of stability in our downward facing dog. When you feel ready, let's go to the other side. So step the left foot forwards, low lunge, dropping that back knee down, untucking the back toe, rising up, reaching high. 2 full breaths here. 1 more full breath in. And let's twist here. So left arm reaches back, right arm extends forward. Breathe in. As you exhale, left hand comes to left hip, right arm reaches up and back. Take 1 more full breath in. As you breathe out, let's windmill that right hand to come underneath the right shoulder. Left arm peels towards the sky. Remember, option is to either stay here or begin to tuck that back toe, lifting that back knee. 2 breaths. 1 more full breath in. As you breathe out, let's frame that front foot. Left hand comes next to the left foot, rising up when you feel ready. Let's bring the hands behind the lower back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, humble warrior, folding over the front thigh. 2 breaths. On your next inhalation, let's rise up, arms reach high. Let's begin to straighten that front leg, setting up for pyramid pose. So back heel can come onto the floor, or you can keep it lifted. Full breath in. Exhale, airplane arms, pyramid pose, folding over the front leg. On your next inhalation, let's begin to bend into that front knee. We're coming into aeroplane pose. So hands can either collect in front of the heart center or you can keep them behind. Let's hold here, keeping the left foot either pointed or flexed. Level hips here. On your next inhalation, let's rise up, bringing that right knee high towards the sky, lifting it up. 2 breaths. One more deep breath in. As you breathe out, aeroplane pose, kicking that right leg behind, both arms reach back. 1 more full breath in. As you breathe out with control, stepping back to our warrior 2. Peel the arms out, relax the shoulders, deepen in your front knee. As you inhale, let's come to reverse warrior, sweeping up and back. 1 more full breath in. As you breathe out, let's set up for triangle pose, straightening that front leg, sassing the hip back, right arm peels towards the sky, open up. On your next inhalation, deep bend in your front knee, coming back to warrior 2, just to transition. Let's come into Skandasana, bending to that back knee. So it's our right knee bent, coming down low. Hands to heart center if that feels good to you, or onto the ground. 1 more full breath in. And as you breathe out, let's come to face the front of our space now. Left hand comes under the left shoulder. Come to spin onto the ball of the left foot with the heel lifted. Right arm reaches up. 1 more full breath in. As you breathe out, right hand frames the front foot, stepping back, flowing through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, elbows in, come all the way down or halfway. Upward facing dog or cobra, shine your chest forward. Tuck your toes, hips lift high, coming back to our downward facing dog. We're going to come into pigeon pose. So when you're ready, let's bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Slide the left leg behind, coming onto the fingertips first, ensuring that front foot is flexed, protecting your front knee. And then in your own time, you can begin to melt the upper body down into the earth. And as you lay here in pigeon pose, can you come back to that connection to the earth? Slowing down the breath, feeling the energy of the natural world around you and below you. Allowing it to wash peace and presence over you. Absorbing all its wisdom and all its support. Take 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, just come back onto the hands. We'll step back to our downward facing dog, setting up for the other side. And when you're ready, bring the left knee behind the left wrist, sliding the right leg behind, flexing the front foot. Coming onto the fingertips first, and then let's come down towards the ground. Slowing down the breath, feeling the stability of the earth below. How can you cultivate this sense of stability, security, and groundedness within your own body? How can you strip away the brain fog, the overwhelm, and allow yourself to be here in this moment? Two more breaths. And after your second breath, let's come all the way up onto our hands. We're going to slide the right leg around. We're going to come into our forward fold. So extend the legs forward, flexing the feet in front of you. You can bring both hands next to your hips and then press into the earth below as you open up through your chest. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, begin to walk the hands towards your feet, either grabbing onto the toes, the feet, or just placing them next to the legs. Every inhalation, can you lengthen your spine? And every exhalation, can you fold a little bit more? The aim is to have the belly more towards the thighs rather than our head curling the spine. You want to keep a nice straight spine, the best that you can. Two more breaths. One more full breath in. And as you breathe out, releasing the feet, walking the hands back towards you. And let's come to find our way on our back. Once you get there, you can draw both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice loving squeeze. Maybe rocking from side to side, feeling the earth along the whole back. Let's come into a supine twist, so extend that left leg forward. And then let's use the left hand to draw the right knee over towards the left side. Right arm opens up, either gazing towards the sky or towards that right hand, whatever feels good for your neck. 3 breaths here. One more full breath in and out. And let's unravel and come to the other side. Let's extend the right leg now, draw the left knee in towards your chest, and then guide it over towards the right side, extending that left arm to open. 3 breaths. And let's come back to center. Draw the knees in one last time. And then when you're ready, let's set up for Shavasana, extending the legs forward, arms rest beside. You can put on any extra clothing, maybe having a bolster with you, or you can place your hands onto the earth. So instead of palms facing the sky, I invite you to place them onto the ground below you, off the mat, and feel that earth. If you're outside, feel the texture of the earth below you. And if you're not outside, feel the stability of the ground, allowing it to hold you. Let's take 3 releasing breaths. So inhale, filling up the lungs completely. Open mouth, side out. 2 more just like that. Inhale, filling up the lungs. Open mouth, release everything as you exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And bring some gentle movement into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your arms overhead, full body stretch. And come to lay on your side. And when you feel ready, you can press yourself up to a nice comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed or with a soft gaze. Let's use this last opportunity to connect with the earth, thanking the earth for all that it provides, using its wisdom of stability, groundedness, and all that it has to offer within our own lives, not just on the mats, but off the mat too. You can bring your hands at a prayer position in front of your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.